Hey, it's Wednesday, guys. Welcome back. Coffee and questions time. So thanks for all the great response on our road trip coffee and questions the other day. It worked out pretty good. It wasn't too herky-jerky, and the sound was okay. And so hopefully today we're having some tripod issues. So apologize if it gets a little shaky.
We're getting a new tripod.
Yeah, we've got one coming on the way. Our other one is just gone. So anyway, apologize if it's kind of herky-jerky. Okay, so first order of business. Got a letter the other day from a really good guy, one of our students and customers. I think he's bought a few things. Greg Burton in Modesto, California. And he sent us some pens, which are just fantastic. He makes pens, and I don't know, I need to make sure I hold these in the right position. He makes pens, and he sent Vicki and I and Dad each a pen, and this obviously has an ammunition theme to it. It's got a little bolt action with a little rifle on it, and the end looks like the backside of a little 223 or round or something, but really cool.
Show my green one.
Yeah, so that's Dad and I got pretty much matched. I think Dad's already claimed the red, white, and blue one, and this one's fine for me too. So those are pretty much a match. And then the green one for Vicki, which is cool because Vicki loves green. So that one's hers.
He makes those. That's awesome.
Yeah, he makes them and sells them. So he says he's working on his fifth sign. This is what Greg wrote. I'm working on my fifth sign, sold 2 already. This is a great hobby. I've been making pens for 6 years. Hard to sell. I'm sending you 3 just for having a great website that helped me and many others find a great way to make a little side money. So thank you so much, Greg. I don't know, who wouldn't buy these things. These things are awesome.
Does he have a website you can
It doesn't say. It just Greg over in Modesto. So if I find more, many of you I think are pen turners as well. So whether you'd want to purchase any of these pens from him, I don't know, but I will certainly put his contact information in the link below, in the description below.
Those are great Christmas gifts. Just Christmas coming up.
Really cool. Got a little rifle on there. I love them. I thank you so much, Greg. Just fantastic product. You certainly, it's not. If you're not selling them, then it's a marketing thing. You just got to let more people know, and hopefully this will help you a little bit. Maybe you'll get some suggestions from some of our viewers of how to sell them. So that's first. Okay, so let's go into the questions now. So we have a question from Tommy. I don't have a last name, but it says, I was wondering why you prefer a fixed base router versus a plunge base. Thank you for your time. I've answered this a few times in the past, but it's always good to revisit. Might give you, and I brought some kind of props here to give you an idea. So let's start with this. This is the Porter Cable 450 router. It's almost identical. In fact, it really is identical to the DeWalt 611. These casings, they're the same company. Everything's pretty much the same on them. The big difference is this has the LED lights in it, where on the casing on this one, they just kind of blocked it off, and it doesn't have the actual lights. These are lights, and these are just blocks.
Let's see if I can.
In the casing. It's kind of tough out here. If they're not lit up, it's kind of tough to see. But those of you that have this 611, which a lot of you do, you would know that. So here's the original base that basically comes on it, the fixed base. It doesn't have the plate on the bottom, but this in essence is the fixed base that comes with it. Now this one we've modified and cut a hole in the back. This is all blocked in when you first get it. This is just a modified, and it doesn't have the base plate on it. What it looks like when it's all done the way we use it, this has got our little base plate on it, and it's got the modification in the back as well. So this is how this is what I use to carve all of my detail, basically. So, and this, well, I'll just show. This fits on either one. That tells you that these are virtually identical. Now, so this is what I use to carve almost all my stuff with. As far as detail goes, and you guys that have been watching for a while, you know this. This is our base plate and the way we modify these routers. So let's show. We just happen to have a plunge. This is the Plunge Base. Now, the thing about the Plunge Base is that it's really good if you have preset things and you're maybe you're cutting shapes or something like that, and you have preset. Our opinion of the Plunge Base is not that it won't work, and many of you may be already using the Plunge Base with this router, but from my perspective, mine and Dad's perspective, it's just kind of a couple issues that I have with it. Number one, it's overkill. This adds an extra pound or two to the router that in my opinion is just unnecessary. And number two, these big bulky handles, depending on where you're at, these big bulky handles, they're just not really comfortable for me. And the fact, and even bigger, the biggest case for me not using the Plunge Base is you can see where these handles set. If I'm carving a sign, these handles, they're way up above the board. This is the main reason that I like our base plate, is that the handles are right down on the table or on the board itself. And many of you that have watched me carve very much, you know that I have contact with my hands, my palms, and my fingers at the same time that I'm doing my routing. Okay, so that's very, very difficult to do if you've got this. I could put this router in here, but you guys kind of see how far up above, and this is with it all the way down. If you have that up, it's even further. The closer you are to the table with your being able, and I probably could do that, but it's just not as comfortable for me. These handles just don't give me the control that I really like. So I don't have anything against the Plunge Base. If you guys like using the Plunge Base, hey, knock yourself out. It's probably better than not having any handles at all, which is the way this thing comes. The fixed base, it doesn't have handles with it. This would be, in essence, it's probably better than this because you don't have any handles. You'd have to just kind of hold the side, and these things tend to get hot after the router's been running for a while. That's why I in the past I put this moleskin on here to save me from getting burnt. That's before. This is an old piece. You could see the remnants of when we actually glued handles way back when, before we made this base plate. Dad came up with his base plate idea. So that's the biggest reasons for me. The two biggest reasons are the handles are big and bulky and way above. They add weight, and it doesn't give me the control of that I have when I'm using this base plate. I literally put my fingers right in that notch, and it gives me absolutely 100% complete control of that router. So that's my case on why I use a fixed base rather than a Plunge Base. That's it for me. Okay, so hope that kind of clears that up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You guys know that. I'll respond to you. All right, so next sign carvers of the day. So like I said the other day, we're going to do 4 of them today. So no particular order. I'm just going to take them here one at a time. And
you're at 10 minutes, so we need to.
All right, we need to. Man, that was only one question. I normally do 2. I knew it was going to be long though. Another great sign from Andy Earl, my buddy. Uh-oh. Magnum, leave Mom alone.
Magnum,
come here. Sorry, we got Magnum. Our dog is kind of, we're out in the middle of the lot here. So, Andy Earl, great job. He's a Bama fan. There you go, Mag. Lay down. And this one's really cool. Rob Freeman. We just got some fantastic signs today. Can you get in on that?
I think, yeah. It's hard for me to see. I'm sure it is, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a great job on that sign. Beautiful. I like everything about it. And this one's really unique. This one is really unique. Eric England, I believe, if I remember right, he's up in I think he's in Reno. I've talked to him many times. As a matter of fact, he invited me to come up to Hot August Nights a couple weeks ago, and I would have really loved to go up to that. But he took a carving class from a guy that Dad and I admire so much. His name is Ron Ramsey, and he has for decades, oh my gosh, the flies are getting crazy. He has for decades made absolutely spectacular signs and carvings up in the Tahoe area. And I've seen his signs since I was a little kid. The guy gives classes, and I would love to take a class from this guy. He does everything. Well, he does sculptures, in essence, signs that are sculptures, and you can see that there's a lot of handwork done with hand chisels and stuff that Eric has taken some of his techniques that he learned from Ron Ramsey and included them and integrated them into sign making with a router. So I don't know how much of this is done with a router, but you can obviously see a lot of hand tool work on here. I definitely want to do something like this. I want to kind of go into that venue. I just think it adds so much. So fantastic job, Eric. I love it, and the colors, phenomenal. All right, and one more from Dana Allison. I really like this. I really like this. Love the shape, love the design, just the details. I think it's a fantastic sign.
I'm going to see if I can zoom in on those cards. Let me see.
Yeah, great artwork. Just a fantastic sign, Dana.
Okay.
You really did a great job on this one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it, the way it's the shape of a poker table. Very cool. Top-notch sign carvers of the day today, guys. Just fantastic stuff. Okay, so coming down to the end of the cutoff for the seminar. So the last day of the month, August 31st. Today is like the 24th, so we're only like a week away. So we've still got a couple slots, I think, on the 5th and the 15th and the 18th. We got some slots there. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. It looks like
Sorry, bear with me.
It looks like it's kind of.
I know.
It's almost like an old Batman episode.
My arm's going to sleep. I got to do something here.
Okay, we're wrapping up here, babe. So if you have any questions, all the details, description, everything is in the description below. If you have any questions, write Vicki, write me. But it's $50, and we're gonna have a great time. We've got more and more stuff coming all the time. LTS coming up this Saturday. That's live training session for you new people. That's where we'll be doing a live on-site demo from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. That's Arizona time. So hope you can join us. If you want to be notified, we're going to do it Facebook Live. If you want to be notified, be sure and send me, and many of you have in the last couple of days, sent me friends requests. So send me a friends request to Eric Roten. Again, that'll be in the description below, and I'll accept your friend's request right away, and then you'll get notified in your news feed if you're on Facebook at the appropriate time, 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, Arizona time, and you can join us and ask questions. The last 20-30 minutes will all be Q&A, assuming there's enough questions. So hope you can join us. If you can't, it will be posted by the end of the weekend on YouTube, so you'll see it here as long as you're subscribed and get that notification. So last order of business is we are fastly approaching 10,000 subscribers, which is just unbelievable to me. So we want to thank you guys so much, and for kind of a thank you to you guys, we're going to do a giveaway to one subscriber. We're going to give away Gary Vaynerchuk's Ask Gary V book that is autographed. I was lucky enough to get some autographed books, so we are going to give one of those away to one of you guys. So stay tuned for details on exactly how we're going to do that, but probably
announce it Saturday.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about it on Saturday, what you need to do to enter to win that autographed Gary V book. So I think that's it. Did we cover everything, babe?
I think so.
I think we did.
I finally got the tripod steady.
Yeah, looking good now. So we're all set. We will see you guys. No newsletter on Friday because we do the LTS on Saturday. So we'll see you on Saturday morning, hopefully. If not, by the end of the weekend on YouTube, you'll see the broadcast from Saturday. And I guess that's it. Hope you guys are having a great week. We are. It's nice to be home, and our kids are safe, and so we got that all done. Everything's good. So and Dad's doing well. So no thought of the day coming up from Dad. Oh my gosh, the flies are starting to swarm. So we got to go. Thanks again, guys. Hope you're having a great week, and we will see you on Saturday morning. Bye.